I think we can all relate that we've all lost somebody important in our life recently. And, after all the flash and everything's gone and people get back to normal, we start to realize all of the things that that person did for us that we kind of took for granted maybe, and now we got to do it. What I'm trying to say is the world's filled with lots and lots of monsters. There's tons of them out there, and we don't realize how many of them that the person we lost kept away. And the things we got to do when we got to step up and be strong and take on those roles that we didn't think we'd ever have to do. And I'm going to play a song. It's a James Blunt tune. This is, oh boy.
Right on.
Oh, before they turn out the lights, I won't read you your wrong or your right. Time has come. I'll tell you goodnight, close the door. Tell you I love you once more. Time has gone, so it is. 'Cause I'm not your son, you're not my father. We're just two grown men saying goodbye. No need to forgive or no need to forget. I know your mistakes and you know mine. And while you're sleeping, I'll try to make you proud. So daddy, won't you just close your eyes? And don't be afraid, it's my turn to chase those monsters away. Oh, well, I'll read a story to you. Only difference, this one is true. Time is gone. I folded your clothes on the chair. I hope you sleep well, don't be scared. Time has gone, so it is. I'm not your son, you're not my father. We're just two grown men saying goodbye. No need to forgive or no need to forget. I know your mistakes and you know mine. And while you were sleeping, I'll try to make you proud. So daddy, won't you just close your eyes? And don't be afraid, it's my turn to chase those monsters away. I'm not your son, you're not my father. We're just two grown men saying goodbye. No need to forgive, no need to forget. I know your mistakes and you know mine. And while you are sleeping, I'll try to make you proud. So daddy, won't you just close your eyes? And don't be afraid, it's my turn to chase those monsters away. I'm not your son, you're not my father. We're just two grown men saying goodbye. No need to forgive, or no need to forget. I know your mistakes and you know mine. And while you are sleeping, I'll try to make you proud. So daddy, won't you just close your eyes? And don't be afraid, it's my turn to chase those monsters away.
Attention, please. The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the 44th edition of the Community Pulse. We have another fantastic show lined up for you all tonight. The last 2 weeks we've had a Christmas special, and last week was a show dedicated to our good friend Kurt Kasprick and his beautiful wife Justine. And it was a stream of celebration of life for Kurt. The opener for tonight's show was, of course, Axe, who performed on the show. And the song was called Monsters, James Blunt cover. And it is a tribute to Kurt. You will forever be missed, Kurt. Yeah, man. On tonight's show, we have Lori's Mishmash as a co-host, and she'll be co-hosting our featured artist, Kathy Shortt. And I'm so excited to have her up. We've been discussing back and forth for the past few months, so the time has come, and yeah, it's going to be a blast. The featured channel this week is Lunar Vibe, another great artist that many of you know, and to those who don't know Lunar Vibe, you're in for a treat. It's a fantastic channel, a brilliant musician. And then we're going to close the show out with Lizaday's Family. I believe, yeah, this week is Lizaday's track called Family. I'm going to start off with the notable streaming channels. There's been a few changes. Because as we know, Metalhead Hippie has taken some time off. I do believe he will be back. I don't care what he says or what anybody says, so I'm shouting it out anyways. When he comes back, it's going to be every Friday at 4 p.m. Jeff is one of those channels that I owe my, I'm so grateful to have met. He's helped me grow as a musician, as a person into this community. And we miss him, and let's put some positive vibes to get Jeff back on Fridays and Sundays. Pete Johns, Your Music Live was actually the first channel that I submitted music to. Episode number 83, as I posted out a short this week. And every Sunday at 5 p.m. at this time, due to daylight savings time, every Sunday at 5 p.m. All you have to do is submit, fill out the form and submit right from the channel, from the links that you're seeing posted here. Thomas Christ, the U-Rock show every Wednesday at 5 p.m. Same deal there. Thomas's show is very similar to Metalhead Hippies, where he'll sit for about 5 hours and stream our music to get our music heard. And as I said, you'll follow that link, fill out the form and submit, and you'll get your music played. Jade Star has live interviews every Thursday, 4 p.m. At this time. And she runs an amazing show with an amazing interview. Independent Mini United every Friday at 8 p.m. It's Indy After Dark. I think this coming Friday will be Music First, if I'm not mistaken. Snooks can confirm that. I'm not sure if I've seen Indy in here yet. But yeah, just you can submit your music to Independent Many United via email and show up in the chat, and she'll do her best she can to play it. Chad Freeman Ham Sunday on Sunday, every Sunday at 10 p.m. Chad will be streaming your music, our music, another fantastic show. And then we have our friend, my brother in 15th Bend, the Indy Music Rollercoaster. 15th Bend will be back on the 23rd, if I'm not mistaken. And every Thursday at 9 p.m. It's a fantastic, it's one of the most exciting streams that you'll ever be involved in. It's just an amazing show. And so right now, our featured, like I said, our featured channel for tonight is Lunar Vibe. So I'm just going to play a little montage that I prepared, as you all know, and with the help of DJ Big Red and Folk Punk. Let's give it a spin. Yeah, I've been following Lunar Vibe for a few years now. He's just a brilliant musician. As I said, throughout the show, the link is at the top of the chat. Please go offer up some support. You won't be disappointed. It's a fantastic channel, as I said, and a great supporter of many of these communities here. Yeah. What else do we have? Kim's Creation, I saw you in there. Snooks, great to see you. Hetriani, Mike and Don, Synthworks, Feisty, Leany, DJ Big Red, great to see you all here. And Mary, yes, I seen you. Zach. All right, so I'm gonna bring on Lori, our co-host, and let's get on with this show. Dun, da, da, da. Do you want to unmute yourself, or there you go? Oh,
button pusher.
Yeah, I know. With you and JJ, I don't know if I should hit it, because as soon as I do, you guys.
We both are hitting buttons at the same time, and it lets people in and out of the room. Hi, everybody. Happy Monday. Thanks for being here at the Community Pulse. I feel like I'm on your show every week now. People are sick of me. But
Yeah, maybe.
They are.
But
You
I
keep
ignore those
asking.
emails. No, I'm just kidding.
I mean, the last 2 times I've been on air, I've been crying my eyes out. So hopefully I don't do that, but you had to start with Axe.
Yeah.
With that
Well,
beautiful song he did for Kurt. And I'm like, all right, now I'm getting teary again.
yeah.
But we love you, Justine, and we're still thinking about you all the time, and Kurt. It's been crazy. Yeah, we did the Christmas special where we first found out about Kurt, and then we did the actual celebration for him last Monday, which feels like weeks ago.
Yeah.
It's just a
Yeah.
week ago, right?
It was such a,
Okay.
it's amazing how beautiful this community is. Testament to this community, how we all got together, not just on this channel, on
Everywhere.
pretty much every channel that streams, had a tribute for Kurt and Justine. It was absolutely beautiful, and I'm glad, just proud of everybody in these communities, for all the support. Yeah, and that's what family is, and that's what community is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And obviously, still, if you can, and we won't.
Yeah,
Everybody knows that
absolutely.
there's still links for Justine, because she still needs a lot of stuff and a lot of help after losing her home and
Absolutely.
everything. So
Please post that link. And again, anything you can do to support Justine. It can't be easy. So
Hi, Heather.
every little bit of help. Lori, we got you on.
Oh,
And
surprise, surprise.
surprise,
Surprise,
we
surprise.
chose a song for you. And we've got Rainfall. And for obvious reasons, you can explain what's going on, what little we know.
What little we know. Yeah. So Rainfall was one of the first originals that I played on, which was Frank's song that he wrote as a wee little lad. But the reason that came up is for the Cherry album, Music for Life, that Jade and I Have an Idea and Russ did, and they did 2 albums. So that was one of the songs on the album, and they are doing this again, which is wonderful. And I think, as far as we heard so far, the last I saw, just create an original song. Remember, keep in mind that it's going to be children in hospitals that are going to hear it, so keep it PG, and have it done, I think, roughly by April. And then I think he's going to do 2 different ones. It might do the UK one and then US. I don't know all the details, but it's on Russ's page. Jade certainly knows everything about this.
Yeah.
But start creating. And so Frank asked me to play on that one with him. That was awesome.
Yeah, we'll keep you in the loop. Yes, as Lori mentioned, this is actually the first song I ever wrote. I think I was 16, 17 years old.
Listen to the lyrics too. If you imagine a 16-year-old writing it, it's kind of cheesy, but it's beautiful.
I know words, even the words like fad. Do they even use fad anymore?
Fad. It's so cute. Well, I told you what I thought you were saying when I first heard you sing it, like an old fad. I was like, oh, okay. Anyhow, thank you for letting me on that song with you, because I did make an original song.
Your son, Cam?
My son was on it. Yes, he played drums. Yeah.
Colorful Energy. Gary Hubbs.
All our
You all made that song come to life. It's, think about it. I shelved that song. I never thought anybody would want to hear it, and
I loved it.
You all brought it to life, and it was for such a good cause. And let's give it a spin, Laurie.
Sure.
If you sang in key, girl, I would sing along with you.
If you show me how, girl, how you do those things you do,
I do love you. I do love you. If you walk a mile down, I'm just another kiss away.
let me stay a while, girl. I'd really love to hear you say
I do love you. I do love you. There's a road in the distance, it keeps winding and turning, like a boat on a river. You drift away, you drift away. Why wish for a rainfall if the sun is shining? Why ride on the North Star if I'm alone and flying? Why wish for a rainfall if the sun is shining? Such a vital sign, girl. It feels so good to hurt so bad.
like a nursery rhyme, girl. Pass me on like summer bad.
I still love you. But the love kept drifting. Still I call your name, and I'll never say quit till I go insane or spill my brains. Why wish for a rainfall if the sun is shining? Why ride on the North Star if I'm alone and flying?
Yeah, I had so much fun doing that. That was such a blast.
I love that. And all kidding aside, with the terms, that what a song to be able to write at age 16. And we have another songwriter coming on that wrote very young at age. But I've never written a song in my life. And you were 16 years old doing that.
1979. Yeah.
Damn, I wasn't even born. No, I was.
Of course you were. All right. We're going to bring on our artist now, but I did want to, Lori had a special mention for a 40th anniversary. Go ahead, just shout it out. DJ Big Red's ready with the link.
Oh, are you talking about my song?
Yeah.
This is not planned at all. It's not my song, first of all. It's Otter from Poland. Everybody knows him as Kazi, and he does Kazi and Friend collabs all the time. So he asked a bunch of us to do We Are the World for Christmas. And there were a lot of singers that couldn't get in on time, and he had to get it out. So he was a little late, put it out after New Year's instead. But those 14 singers and musicians in this from all over the world, like Poland, Indonesia, Kenya, Canada, USA, just, you'll have to go check out the link, but amazing that he could do that. I was like, how are you doing this? We're all singing different. How are you going to put us all in? And he did it. So that's on his channel. I haven't put it out yet. We all, out of courtesy, will give him a week to have it on his channel before 14 of us blasted out at the same time. But
that's fantastic. And we'll shout it out next week too. So,
thank you.
Yeah, I had a good listen.
It was so fun. Yeah, it made me a little verklempt, to know that you can meet all these people through technology and YouTube and every part of the world, like I said. So
yeah. I do want to mention, I saw Cherokee Mammy of 4. My heart goes out to you and your family, your entire family. I'm sorry for your loss. We love you and stay strong. And you're at a good place here.
We're with you.
Family. We're with you. Yes. All right. Our featured artist, Kathy Shortt. I've, as I mentioned earlier, I've been in talks with her for a few months now. When this show first started, one of the first to come to mind. And we're so happy to have her up. We created a little short intro, and let's just give this a spin and bring on our artist.
Takers take, the givers give. Oh, and the heartaches, they are afraid to live. Forbidden taste, you've been bitten twice, and now your heart pays the price. You wonder what it's all been for, but don't be afraid to open the door. Oh, love and hate can be so damn close. It's like a thorn in a rose. Oh, when you're walking down a dead end road, throw all those bad memories away. Watch them all turn into smoke. Oh, throw those bad memories away. Watch them all turn into smoke. Count your lucky stars every day. away. Oh, I wish I was a willow tree. Oh, and no one would ever break me. Oh, afraid to open the door. Oh, you wonder what the hell you've been waiting for. Oh, love and it can be so close. It's like a thorn in a rose. When you are walking down a dead road, throw those bad memories away. Watch them all turn into smoke.
Oh, that voice.
Gorgeous.
All right.
Gorgeous.
All right. Let's bring on our featured artist. Welcome to the stage, Kathy Shortt. Can you blow this
Yay!
up a little bit?
Unmute her, please.
That would be the nice thing to do.
Hi, Kathy.
Hey,
Hello,
Kathy.
Lori. Hello,
How are
Frank.
you?
That was
What?
a good intro.
Did you like that? I
Thank
hope.
you so much.
Oh, you're welcome. I know that was an older article. There's 2 articles there. And I'm sure there's a lot more to update from that. But
Yeah.
I thought it'd be really nice to share.
Some things I kind of forgot about.
That's amazing.
Yes.
Well, and I hope to ask some questions that were already answered in that, because it's hard when you're in the chat and you see it. You miss a lot of it too when it scrolls.
Yeah.
I think that was awesome. And I was told that song is 11 years old. How old? Do you remember?
Geez, you know, I'm going to say probably about that. It's probably one of the first songs that I recorded when I got this laptop.
Wow.
You know, because normally I was just going in the studios and I thought, well, I'll just, you know, see what I can do on my own. And
Yeah.
so that particular one, I didn't even have a mic yet. That was just recorded on the mic on my laptop.
Seriously?
Wow.
Yeah.
You get them mixed and mastered when you do them, or back then?
I didn't even mix that. Just,
Really?
You
It
know, I'm
sounds
just
great.
starting to learn how to mix actually. A lot of the songs that I posted before, I was just, you know, I used, most of the time I just use a natural voice, or it's called track voice,
Mhm.
because the room has enough echoing on its own and stuff.
Like a
And
bathroom.
so, yeah. And so I just didn't really, I was afraid to touch anything, to tell you the truth.
Yeah.
Because, you know, all of a sudden it's gone or whatever. So now I'm a little
Frank
bit
knows
more
what that's about.
comfortable
Yeah.
of
So does
mixing.
Triani.
So I'm going back to some of those songs and you know, I get all excited because I think, oh, but this is what this does or whatever. So
Cool.
I
Yeah.
think it sounds better, but yeah, I'm still
Oh, it will.
learning, you know.
So who is Chris Reed? I saw him a lot, and I actually have it. Actually, let me backtrack. For anybody that doesn't know, yes, Frank has another Canadian on, and yes, all the Canadians are so talented in this community. So she's
Well, you know, Sarnia
Sarnia?
on its own there's something in the water. There's a lot of talent here.
It's Sarnia, you said,
Yes.
right? Okay.
Western
So we're right
Ontario.
across from Fort Erin,
Yeah.
Michigan there. So yeah, we have a lot of talent.
From Western Ontario, you have quite a bit. We have Shania Twain
Yeah.
from up in that region. Yeah.
Oh, I feel like a woman. I won't try to do that.
Yeah.
No, I had DJ ask me the other day, what's called, have you ever played at the Sarnia Bay Fest, which I think he said doesn't even
Yes,
go on
I
anymore.
have.
You have?
Yes.
With
We
your band?
opened up for Wide Mouth Mason.
Oh,
I think
I
it's
don't know.
Wide Mouth Mason. Yeah.
It's a Canadian thing. I don't know I don't recognize the name. But
Canadian.
Yeah.
Yeah. Canadian. Yeah.
Yeah.
They were
Very
like
popular.
three guys. They're pretty cool guys.
Awesome.
So they yeah, that was, we've done a lot of stuff like that to open up for C Spot Run. Do you know that band? It's a Canadian band as well.
Okay.
But yeah, so we did a kiss off, like a, what do you call it? How many people kiss at the same time at the arena, and
Oh.
the world's record.
Oh, wow.
So
That's
there's a lot
filthy,
of people
Kathy.
for that.
That's so germy.
I know.
We're just
I
talking
wasn't
to
kissing,
germs.
I was singing.
Lucky. All right, so let's back up because I didn't
You
really
had to kiss your partner or your boyfriend,
You
right?
could do
There
that,
was
yeah.
So many people kissing at
when
the
some
same
creep
time.
grabs you when he's next to you, some stranger. But anyhow,
Yeah.
I've been subbed to you, and I think I met you through Frank, but I didn't know a lot about you. So to do this interview, I'm honored because you're awesome, and we did talk offline, everybody. But
Thank you.
I didn't know much about you, and maybe a lot of people here don't, and we want to get to know you. Do you do this for a living? I know the answers, but do you do the same?
I don't. I do this for fun, on the most part. I have played out. You know, you like I say, you don't get paid anything. In the meantime,
yeah.
You know, you got to buy.
But you've been doing it for quite a while, and
I've been singing since I was well, the story is that, you know, I probably learned Incy Bincy Spider or something like that. And I was in the tub, and my grandmother came in and she heard me sing. And then they both, my mom and her, they came in. They didn't really get along so well, kind of. But that was the first time I seen them laughing together, because I had this really loud voice and I was singing. So from there, my mom taught me songs from Patsy Cline and all that. And I'd be like 4 years old singing Patsy Cline's songs and, you know, Divorce from Tammy Wynette, or I think it's from her. But yeah, so I just kind of from there, because my grandparents had 13 children, and that probably gave, I don't know how many cousins, probably about 60 or some crazy thing. And so, yeah, we just, you know.
Did you hear that? 13 siblings.
I mean, I didn't have 13 siblings. I have 4 brothers. But my mother had 12 siblings. So I had a lot of aunts and uncles, and, you know, so Christmas came and my grandfather bring out the fiddle and I would sing.
That's awesome. Yeah. So Chris Reed at the beginning, and I'm sorry, I did start to ask you who he is, but he mentioned that. And I see a lot of the same comments that he said on your YouTube post, that you have a soft voice, yet it could be so powerful. So it's like one of those versatile voices where everybody wants you on their albums.
Yeah, I mean, I've been really lucky that way, where people are blessed, you know, that they're asking me, and I do like to write songs. And I guess for me, it's, you know, if I'm trying to figure out what I'm singing or what I'm going to tell about, you know, in the song, I'm not really worried about anything else. Nice. So it's kind of like a grand escape, you know, to be able to do it. So and sometimes it just comes really easy. And some songs, you know, it gives me a headache, really. I know there's got to be something better there, right? Yeah. So I'll keep at it until then all of a sudden it comes. But some of them are just,
you have a lot.
They write themselves.
Yeah.
Sort of. They just
and also your day job lends to give you a lot of motivation to come up with stories.
I certainly, you know, I worked in the mall, and I certainly, you know, see a lot of times you just kind of meet new people and stuff like that. And I don't know what happens when you start cutting their hair. They tell you a lot of stories.
So she's a hairdresser, and the women in the chat, you know, we just spill our guts when we go to the hairdresser.
Oh yeah, it's like, okay, la la la. Maybe you shouldn't have told me all that stuff, but
oh my god,
that's what I was saying backstage. It's either your hairdresser or your bartender. They can write the best.
Bartenders hear a lot of stuff too, I'm sure. You know,
but I do want to mention D. Lynn went out of her way. As soon as she saw the post, when I put up the community pulse, to say, "Oh my God, you have Kathy Shortt! I love Kathy."
I saw Dylan comment on a couple of your posts. Yeah, awesome. And why
nice.
wouldn't she? Why wouldn't anybody? Your music, awesome. Do you categorize your music in any sort of genre?
No, probably. I'm gonna say it's basically easy listening to, kind of. You know, a little on the rocky country. I don't know.
Yeah,
but you've never done jazz. Only that one time you did jazz.
I have done jazz. I was going to post a jazz song that I did some time ago. I don't really write jazz, you know, but people send me something jazzy. I'll try to put that jazzy voice in there, you know, or whatever. Kind of thing.
I love it.
Wait, Kathy, you sound sore. Do you need a Ricola?
Oh, can you just pass me one, please?
Yep, here you go.
Yeah. Let's commercial break. That was good.
Was that good?
That's our commercial for the day.
Practice that?
No, sponsored. Of course we did not. It's magic. Sponsored by Ricola.
That was so good.
Don't get me a pocket. I'll start coughing.
We could do it. We could just suck it in the microphone, I guess.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I'm going to shout out some of the premieres that came out this week, as we always do. Back to the show's format. This past week, there's been a ton of premieres. And as you all know, I can't shout out all of them. You will notice that the playlist, DJ or JJ are posting it right now. The Community Pulse 44th edition playlist is live now. There's well over 100 songs in there. It's been a fantastic week of premieres, starting with Welton Kinder, Dancing Through a Midnight, Roque Avellaneda, Alan, Feisty Feather, featuring Michael Songs and Folk and Blueser. A beautiful, when they got together, I think it was the beginning, December 2nd gig. There's a little clip there, so please go follow that. Michael Songs put out a track, Morning Song, dedicated to Kurt, custom for Kurt on his on a LP. Empirism put out another tribute to for Kurt. So that's another beautiful song. So you'll always be remembered, and you'll always stay forever in our heart, Kurt. And Justine, we love you. Thomas Christ put out a couple of, for the new year, the 5 worst of 2024 and the 5 best of 2024. Please go check that out. The Delicate Giants, Clown Fest, Mazzaro, Music Continues, Rage, All Night Baby. Sonic Grace put a beautiful track called Speak. I don't know who the featured singer was, but just a beautiful voice. Prince Prodigal featuring Solid G, All My Life. Obsidian Snow, What Are We Doing New Year's Eve. Mark Tanner, Who Owns the World. 11 Drums, a young artist, a young drummer that I met through Laurie, put out a cover called Pretender, a drum cover. Gary Schaefer and the Pickin' Pilots, Move On Down the Line. John Scher, Live Wire, and AC/DC cover. Dragon Orb Music, Formed Out of Darkness. Live to Fly, always beautiful. Before you listen to one of David's covers, you got to read the description. Mm-hmm. This one's Don't Think Twice, It's All Right, Bob Dylan cover. Emery Island, Goodbye Georgia. Wesley Media Hub, We Rock Under Southern Stars. And I can stop there for now.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Lots of good music put out this week.
Yeah, there's going to be over 100 shout-outs tonight.
Wow.
112 to be exact. And we've
awesome.
Added a few other ones.
I've missed a lot this week. I apologize in advance.
I think a lot of us, and believe me, I've missed quite a few, and I apologize to those if you are in the chat.
We'll get over there at some point.
Yeah.
I want to hear move on down the line. Is that a cover or is that his own? I gotta check that one out. Who did that? I already forgot. Gary Schaefer.
Yeah. Oh, that's it. Sorry.
Yeah. Very cool. You guys all rock putting out all that music.
Yeah. It's just fantastic.
Kath, I know you said you were singing to your family and at family parties. You were raised on a farm. Did you ever have like physical or vocal lessons or anything like that? Or you just were born?
No, just kept on singing. I don't know. I just, because if you have a barn, you're raised on a farm. Barn is beautiful acoustics, right? So I climb up to the very top of the raft and I would just sing, and it would just echo, and I could just do all kinds of little tricks to my voice. Yeah, and I don't know why, but yeah. So I need to move to a farm. Otherwise, I would drive my family crazy. So that's nobody's gonna really get mad at you when you're singing in the barn, maybe.
Oh,
some of
funny.
the animals, but they didn't really. I don't remember that anyhow. It's funny when you do sing in front of animals. Even when I had my cat and dog here, if I grabbed the guitar, they would always come running. And animals were
Wow.
like that too. If you sing to them, they like it.
Well, it's like Snow White. All the birds land on your like shoulder.
Well, no birds landed on me, but yeah.
But
So
the cows liked you said.
yeah, so that was the joke, you know. I used to say my first audience were the cows, so they didn't boo me, they moved me. Because that's what they would do, right? They'd all kind of get up to the very front and just kind of like just, you know, stand on the fence and sing probably something from Patsy Cline or whatever I was learning. I was just a kid.
Yeah.
So I thought I
was
kind of
gonna
had
ask you
these little magical powers or something because these animals seem to be responding.
Well, if people
Pretty good
ever really
voice.
did boo you, you would think they're saying moo, so you wouldn't be offended. Not that you would ever get booed, Kathy.
Yeah.
But I
um,
was going to ask you what kind of music you grew up with. I know you said Patsy Cline, but did you just
well,
sing?
then, you know, we all
Patsy
kind of
Cline?
did we went to Heart to The Who, and, you know, went to all those concerts. I always loved to go to concerts.
Nice.
And yeah, so when I, you know, Crazy from Heart, and so I started learning songs like that, you know, after, and really country, you know, Patsy Cline was a good teacher. You know,
Yeah.
she still has the best voice, as far as I'm concerned, in the
Amazing
world. Because there's no magic there, you know. It was really just probably a little bit of reverb and stuff like that. So it was crystal clear, and yeah. So she was a good teacher.
It's like creamy. Her voice is very creamy, I would say. I don't know. Milky.
Rich.
Whatever. I'm such a bad with the terminology, but yeah.
Rich is good.
Rich is good, yeah. And I saw someone compare you to Heart. I saw someone
Yes, yeah. I
share a little bit.
Yeah, my brother says share. I can't really hear that myself so much, but you know that when that person said that to me, it's funny because you know my brother says that, so he must hear something like, you know, maybe it's just a little bit deeper. But I also can sing really high if I want to. I don't know. I've had pretty much a lot of female people say, "Oh, you sound just like, you know."
Right. And you're like, I'm just me.
Well, you know, at the end of the day, you try to be, right?
Yeah.
Especially when you do your own songs, you know. So
Yeah.
you're probably hearing more. If I'm playing the guitar, you're probably hearing my own voice. So if somebody sends me music and it's a little bit different, it does allow me to experiment with a sound, you know. So every song kind of doesn't sound kind of the same, you know.
I like that. You change your voice.
Yeah.
Well, and I was saying before we started the show, you know, this is an awesome community, and what we love to do, most of us like to do, is collaborate.
Yes.
You know, and I know you've done that a lot. You've had a lot of producers. Like, you don't need people like us because you've had producers approach you that you've had to turn down because you're so busy. But you are going to get a lot of requests to sing on a cover song, and you could make your voice sound just like, or you can make it
This
sound
is the new dating game.
right. If you want to run your next collab, call 1-800.
Your next musical match.
Yeah. I think that I always wonder, like, what am I going to sing about next, right? And then I don't know. I got a lot of books and stuff still from when I was a child. You know, probably not child, but 13 maybe. That's when I really started writing songs and putting. I used to think I think what I did was I would grab somebody's melody and then I put lyrics on that, and eventually I would just start learning my own melody. And then my mother, I think I was 9 when I got a guitar.
Yeah.
I came home one day and my brother got mad at the other brother and grabbed the guitar and swang at him and hit the banister. And so that ended that. And so then my mom got me a tape recorder, and so then I started taping on the tape recorder, just a little thing, you know, and sang and listened to myself and started kind of writing there. Then my grandmother gave me a piano, and it got kicked out of the house real fast because we lived in this a big piano, and I was driving my mom crazy.
Yeah,
because there wasn't a lot of room for us 4 kids, and so.
Did you play Heart and Soul until everybody got so sick of it?
But it would get ruined. Huh?
Did you play Heart and Soul and everybody got so sick of it?
Yeah.
Did you write Heart and Soul?
Yeah.
Is that a
Frank, did you need to do more
pianist
shout outs?
thing?
Honey, I see you're shuffling. Sorry.
Is that a pianist thing?
A pianist. Yeah, Hot
Yeah.
and Soul. It's a duet. And I know we
okay.
did. So I started studying piano when I was 7. So I was
Wow.
always going, oh, Laurie, get up there and play when
Linda.
the grandparents are here. And then, hi, Linda Jean.
Another
then,
great
you know,
Canadian singer.
After the 10th song, they're like, okay, stop it. Now, we're pulling out the cake and coffee and it's too loud. So I hear you when they're like, yeah, I had enough.
Yeah.
So no.
Well, it's nice if you have a little spot, maybe a soundproof room where they can put your kids in and
Yeah.
just let them go wild. But when you have a small house, it's, I was happy to have the barn, but it's pretty cold in the winter.
Oh, I bet.
To do that. So yeah, just a little window to do that.
Yeah.
So, yeah, just kind of my mom. I had this guy. He was a talent scout, and I don't know. He wanted to put me on all the Tommy Hunter show and all this other stuff, and I refused. I've refused everything.
Really?
I'm not doing that. I'm so
Tommy
passionate.
Hunter show?
Or not, you can't make me.
Yeah.
I used
Were
to
you
watch
shy?
that.
I think I probably wasn't shy in certain things. In sports, I wasn't. I did, that. I was a little bit competitive, I think, because, I was raised with boys and they were always saying I couldn't do it. And I'd say, yes, I can. So, but when it came to just me standing there and singing, I was comfortable with my family and that. But to put me out and television show, and I just couldn't see myself doing that for some reason.
Yeah.
And my mom would always say, "What's wrong with you? Why didn't you just do it?"
I
said,
know.
"don't wanna do
I said that too.
She never made me,
Don't be
so,
ridiculous.
yeah. I can remember my grandmother said, "Pat, she doesn't want to do it. People will eat her alive." And I just found out that we ate meat. I was like, whoa, people eat, so I was like, I don't know. But I don't know if I was shy or, because I certainly got up and sang for my family and stuff.
Yeah.
I probably just was in my comfort zone to do that, right?
A lot different,
Yeah, so you're just a kid, you just couldn't see it.
I mean, Frank, we can talk all night. I can go on and on, but
Yeah.
I want to slow it down a bit and see if you want to play a song or go back to the shout outs because
What I'm going to do is a few shout-outs, one more page of shout-outs, and then we're going to get on to our first song. So we got Dragon Snail Puppets, just a brilliant performer, an amazing channel. The Variety Show, episode number 34, Crushed Velvet. We got Forest of the Wolf, our constant companion. We got my friend Mary from Italy, did a video for Cherish. Kool in the Gang cover. Danny Auger, 1-2 Punch. Gordon Lee Weaver, Forest Legend. Unshackled Spirits was a busy man this past week, and I'm so excited for him. He sent me an email. We spoke last week or a couple weeks ago, and he says, "I can't tell you who. I don't want to break the trust. But I'm doing a nice cover with a collab with somebody in the community, but I can't tell you who." It's like, would you even tell me that for?
Oh,
yeah. So I had to wait until just last week. But he put out a track called "Every Day's New Year's Eve" for me and my friends. A fantastic track. And this collab that I'm talking about is with none other than Dynamite Throw.
awesome.
Yeah. And
He's here.
Please go check out both these artists, Jaded Soul and Dynamite Throw. Jaded Soul is Unshackled Spirits, our friend Sal, and Dynamite Throw is going to be on our channel as a featured artist, folk punk.
Awesome.
And Throw are working on this as we speak. And this track is called Pole Shift. So just a fantastic job. Congratulations to both of you. Midnight Bandit, Vindictive, D. Lynn, Cold Heart, Zonis, who is going to be on, I'm sure Zonis will watch this. It's a new artist that I'm shouting out here. I've shouted Zonis out a couple times. They're out of British Columbia. Please go check out this live in Victoria. We set a date for February 3rd and for them to be on the show. And it's actually going to be our first live show. They're going to perform live in studio.
Nice.
We're working out
nice.
the details. It's going to be fantastic. A great band, husband and wife. Yeah, guitar meets science. Hell Awaits. Basically, the Slayer album that turned metal into madness. It's a really nice show he put together there. Hold, it's your happiness that matters to me. Diamond Dave, another brilliant bassist. Bass This Cat. Bass Jam, Colorful Energy, Ballad of Frozen Hearts, Michael, aka Zealand, Gone Too Soon, PJ Colby, Bad Love, and Eric Clapton full band cover. Our featured channel tonight, let's not forget, Lunar Vibe, Thoughts of a Drifting Astronaut, Brian Drums, Mockingbird, Howell Osborne, God will, but I won't allow. Love it. Cover. Great work.
Love that.
Yeah.
I love that.
Mark singing for a smile. Robbie Stingle was busy this week. We got Paul, New York Groove, Anthony Rufo, relatively new to our community. We met through Vince Janella, and together we are family. He's got his own karaoke streaming channel, but he keeps releasing these single covers that he does. This one's Please, 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 Sabrina Carpenter cover. So we get back to music, and for the first track that we chose for Kathy, and Kathy, once again, thank you so much for coming on. I'm so excited.
Thanks for having me.
No problem. So this track that we chose, number one, is In Between, and I believe this one was also 11 years ago.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I was in between two things in my life. So that's where that kind of song came from.
Okay.
Share, spill. No, you don't have to.
We'll spin it and
Oh, we will
let her
live.
decide. Stop, Lori. Behave. This track's called In Between.
In between the moon, the stars, and the sun, lives a faith that peace can be won. And in between a minute, second of a day, lives the hope that you will find your way. And in between a ruby, diamond, and a stone, lives the promise you'll never be here on your own. Baby sugar, water yards, Venus, tasty Mars. You, beautiful as you are, you must see and believe in between these windows, walls and doors, lives the one that life is worth fighting for. In between myself, our Father, and you, lives a strength that you will seek out the truth. And in between a word, a line, and a tale, lives the stories that someday you will tell. Baby sugar, water and yards, Venus chasing Mars. You, beautiful as you are, you must see and believe, yeah, yeah. You must see and believe. You must see and believe. In between, in between, in between. In between.
Wow, right?
Yeah, stunning
Um,
is right. Absolutely beautiful, Kathy.
Actually, you know, that song is older than 11 years old. I haven't heard that song for a long time.
Real.
Yeah.
Put it on screen, please.
Oh,
We can't see.
I'm looking at the chat trying to catch everybody's reaction.
Okay.
But my mom, she passed away, and I was having the same time I was having my first grandchild. And I came home from the hospital. I just grabbed the guitar, and that song was born. Because I felt like I was in between, and I wanted to say this to my grandchild, you know, about life. You must see and believe in between, you know. So that, yeah. And so I was 13 years old, actually.
Wow.
Yeah.
And sometimes that's how.
But I probably didn't get into the studio to record it till probably a couple of years. So maybe it was 11 years that I've done it. But it's.
Well, I know everybody wants to know how you record or how you used to. You say studio. Did you rent a studio? Did you have friends in a studio?
Yeah, Adam Miner has a studio in town, or he did. He doesn't really have it anymore.
Yeah.
And so I went there for that song. My first album was done at Emacs in London. And so, yeah. And then I had studio musicians come in and backup singers from Toronto and stuff like that. But this one was easy because it was just down the street, the second one, right? So I didn't have to go too far.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I think that noise, Snooks, is that your grandchild playing with a toy behind you?
Yeah, she's trying to get involved. She likes to sing too. She can actually.
Are you on camera if you want?
She can kick out a few octaves.
Nice.
She's got a loud voice too, I think. She likes to sing.
Well, she takes after Grammy. Yay.
Yeah, well, you know, gotta have one of them out of 8.
Oh,
actually, they all doing pretty good. They're all into a little bit of music. Chase is into playing the guitar and stuff like that.
Excellent.
So,
Oh,
yeah.
wow. That's
And
amazing.
your family
Before the COVID, they would come sleep over. And I used to I got like 3 or 4 keyboards, and I called it Jam with Graham. And
Fun.
so I just let them do whatever, and they actually were doing really good. And then COVID came, and then there was no more sleepovers.
Yeah.
So yeah, they're still kind of, playing the drums and doing that kind of stuff.
She's got rhythm, though.
She is just itching to get in here. I'm telling you, she's a little ham.
Well, it's up to you. A lot of people.
Well, I don't do it better.
Yeah, no.
Ask your mom that first.
Yeah,
No.
yeah.
I
Yeah,
know
we used
my
to play
daughter.
But she
every
is
Christmas
cute.
for the same reason. We just jam with the kids. Yeah. Whether it was a
Yeah.
fish or a tambourine or something. I love getting the kids involved in music.
Yeah. Well, they like music too. They're like animals, right? Little animals.
Yeah, yeah. But your parents weren't. Oh, actually, who's musical in your family? Just your dad?
No, my dad didn't sing or anything like that. He's kind of quiet guy. My mom, she sang, but she didn't, she wasn't loud as me. But she sang in a band for a little bit.
Yeah.
And so she liked to sing. She liked to have parties. She liked to cook. And so that's when everybody would kind of sing and stuff. So there was guitar players and stuff like that in the family too. So
Oh,
Well,
wow.
who played the fiddle?
my grandfather was the fiddle player.
There we go.
Yeah.
You had that. I remember that story. Okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
he played the fiddle. And in the mouth organ, like the harmonica. He played that.
Mouth organ. Okay.
Yeah.
I never heard it called that. Yeah.
That's what he called it. So it's like, okay. But yeah, so we had a bunch of them, all different keys and all that kind of stuff. So we had a little cup, at the end, and we would just wail on that thing. I don't remember him singing though. Just the fiddle and the harmonica.
That's cool.
Yeah.
You took care of the singing for everybody. Do you prefer to, well, I'm not a songwriter again. Do you write lyrics before? Do the lyrics come to you, or does a melody come to you? And then do you end up doing
Well, usually I pick up the guitar, and I used to say the Carter had magical powers because, I just pick it up and I just write a song. My first song called David.
Well, you just reminded me, because we do have a picture of that Carter, and tell everybody what the Carter is. I never heard of Carter, but I'm not a guitarist, so.
Carter is Donnie Carter. Most of the musicians have one of his guitars.
Okay.
And so, yeah,
I'm just ignorant.
and they're all handmade, and he's got there's a little rose on that one. So
Yeah.
I went into his place, and that was the secondhand one that I got from him. And so, so then I took it home, and David was born, and that was my first song. Now I put that on my second CD, but I have a recording on how Adam thought it was like a piano piece. He remembered I used to go jam over at his dad's house, and he remembered me singing that song. And he said, "You got to put it on the album. Why didn't you put it on your first?" And I already recorded it, like from another studio, and I thought it was just okay, So, anyways, I did that, and it's kind of like, I don't know, ballad, I guess, and just a piano, where I didn't really hear David to be like that. I wanted to kick it out just a little bit more. But it was, it's still good, I guess. You're always critical of your own work, right?
Of course, yeah.
And you don't really like it at first. But then after a few years, it wasn't so bad.
It grows
You know
on
what I mean? Like, what it's like, right? I don't know, maybe some people just love their stuff right away, but I was never like that so much. I always thought, I should have, coulda, shoulda, woulda.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it was Mike and Dawn that were asking how many instruments, or do you play instruments? And we just discovered you do play the guitar.
I do play the guitar. That's how the songs are wrote. Sometimes I go over to the keys and I play a little bit of that.
Nice.
I play a little bit of the bass, but that's about it. I can get back in the drums though, and kick those drums. Yeah.
You do everything. Okay.
I'm not really good at anything. No, I just kind of, just have fun with it. Really, stuff like the drums are fun. If I had to play an instrument, I probably, I would learn how to play those drums because it's a good workout too.
My son's a drummer. I don't know how anybody could have the for coordination. Like I have hard enough time doing bass and treble on the piano if they have different beats. That is, but to do.
Yeah, well, I'm just steady,
limbs,
right?
like-
I'm just steady, like.
Yeah.
So I'm not like like a really great drummer or anything like that. Not great at anything really. I just kind of dabble at it. And
But it's good
if
to
I
have
hear
that.
something, like if I go to the keys, I just, you know, I know my basic chords, and then I just start fiddling around with it. And I think, oh, that sounds kind of neat. Let's see what I can do with that. And the same with the guitar. You know, I didn't really get a book or anything. I just kind of positioned my hands, and I figured, oh, you know, I can be. People will say, "What are you playing there?" or whatever, but
Yeah.
it was by sound, right? So if I thought that sounded really cool, I don't know if that's a note or whatever, but
Yes.
it works for me. And so then I just would do that. But now I'm a little bit, I mean, this is when I first started. But, and, you know, watching other musicians too, right? So you can learn from them.
Yeah. So I am a sheet reader. I read notes on a
Yeah,
paper.
see, you're smart. I was like,
But no, because if I want to do an original, I'm like, oh, well, that sounds pretty, but I can't tell you what chord it is, and I'll never remember it next week. So it's hard for me.
right.
But whenever we do a collab with Lori, all we have to do is call Hetriani.
Yeah.
He calls Lori and says, "Shut up, you can do this."
You can do it. You can do it. Yeah.
Yeah.
But the patience, because it takes a long time when you don't know what you're playing. It sounds good, but I mean, I know, you know, if I'm playing like a C chord or a B, but to remember without writing it down the next week what I did is hard. So
now that's one thing that I wish that I did is I should have, you know, because a lot of songs I just write down. I might sometimes throw the chords down, and I always think, well, I'll remember that.
Yeah.
But not really. So if I haven't wrote a, like, you know, say if I was to, you know, well, I don't think I know how to play David, but maybe it's Thunder in the Storm or something like that. I would have to relearn it because I haven't sang it for 20 years. So I'd have to figure it out.
Does Dawn need my attention or something? I'm sorry. Cell phone Laurie. She probably has a question for you, which I think I just asked, unless she has another one.
All right, I'm going to do some shout outs here. Rainfield Music, Blue Noise.
Oh, use your cell phone.
2024 leftovers. Tales Told in the Dark, a brilliant track called Green Bicycle. Tales in the Dark. Sorry, it's not a track. If you've got about 20 minutes, 45 minutes, she does an amazing narrate some pretty cool old mysteries, myths, murder, some old trials and stuff. It's beautiful. This one here is called The Green Bicycle Mystery. And it's absolutely, it's just so relaxing to just sit back and listen how her voice is perfect for what she does. Please go check out that channel. Noura's Guitar Channel. Noura's Guitar Channel for anybody who's just learning to play guitar. He shows you the strumming patterns, the lyrics for some of the most popular songs out there, and all the chords are out there. It's fantastic what he does. Gordy M85 Coax Chrome, Light Your Heart on Fire. Dwight the Hitman Bailey, The Ghost Town. Cubic Lover 1972, Deader Than Dirt. Take a Short Break, Lovers Ascend. Gary Hubbs with a release called The Ceiling. It's absolutely fantastic. Great work there, buddy. I love that video.
And Hetriani and I were on as well.
And Hetriani and Lori were on it. That's great.
Thanks, Hubbs.
Correct. John Lemon and Lemonade. Man, if anybody appreciates poetry, I think you're familiar with John Lemon, Kathy. I think, I'm not sure. Another great Canadian. He's a poet, musician. This time he hooked up with composer, pianist Thomas Schoenberger, and it's absolutely beautiful. He just puts his poetry to music. Please go check it out. Linda Jean, she just left, I believe. Sing Till the Morning, Sleep Till the Night. Synthworks. I know I saw Synthwork. He's still in the chat. Dawn of a Lost Age. What a beautiful song. Every time I hear one of his songs, I say this one's my favorite. Wolfstone Studio, Ron and Jenny, Changes. Scarlett Star, who's going to be on the show soon. Another new artist to this community. I've been following Scarlett for a couple of years now. Fantastic. A lot of pop type music. You guys are going to love her when she comes on the show. Gerson Cardosa Costa did a cover of not a cover. What he sent me an email asking if he could use my song and create a video.
Oh yeah.
He did a beautiful job, and I said, of course, I'd be honored. So I just wanted to introduce his channel. Please go offer up some support. Kathy Shortt had a release this week.
Yay! Putting more music out.
Yeah, beautiful song. Jesus Never Deceives. It's absolutely beautiful. You must go check it out. And I'm sure most of you will start to follow Kathy after this show 100%. And those of you who are watching on replay, Jerry Gomes, still looking for Alice. Darbase, I know you've done some collaborations, and I'd like to talk about some of those collaborations, or Laurie can ask. Darbase bass covers, Stranger in a Strange Land, an Iron Maiden bass cover. Wally Grove Cricket, Going to Be Okay, a guitar instrumental. And to close out the premieres for the week, Take Two Drums. Yeah. I Won't Back Down, a Tom Petty cover. Fantastic. And yes, Take Two Drums. We are going to be doing a collab soon. I'm just going to leave it at that, make it a surprise. And let's get back to Kathy.
Looking forward.
Yeah.
Another great round. Yeah. All right. So you had a question about collabs. Have you done a lot of collabs with YouTube people?
She has. She's done quite a few collabs. If you want.
Yeah. Well, first I went on YouTube, but then it went to this page that was called Vandalism. I don't know if you guys are familiar with that, but that's where I met Chris Reed and a lot of them. And then I was just trying to promote my own songs at that time. And then I wrote a song called Canadian Way. And I met a fella there, Jerome LeMay, and then I asked him if he would collaborate that with me, and he would sing part of it, then he could sing his part in French, and then I would sing my part in English. And so really? I think I just sent him with me just singing it in front of this laptop like this. Yeah. And then he took it from there. Then he produced it and played all the instruments, and then I came in and did my part, and then made the video. And that was quite a few years ago now.
What do you use to make videos?
Pardon me?
What do you use to make videos? Do you have a certain dollar?
At that time, I just used my own stuff. And then now you get on these other things where you can just grab them. I would like to shoot my own videos, but I don't have time to do all that really. Right. Time you cook and clean and chase after kids, right, and all that other stuff, right? So
and work.
I need two of me. Yeah, like I need a wife actually.
Exactly.
So
they get it done.
Yeah, but So then the Vandalism page did really well for a long time. Then I met a lot of different collaborators there, and I did quite a bit of music there too, which is all on YouTube. Not all of it. Some of it might be on Reverb Nation. So we might not have done a video for it. But but that was a really cool site, and it just shut down.
I've never heard of it. Yeah.
And I thought people probably would have paid to be on it, but I don't know. It just kind of disappeared. So, but in the meantime, those people are still on YouTube, and I've done still working with some of them as well.
Awesome.
So, yeah.
Fantastic.
Well, I know I'm speak for a lot of us that we hope you're open to working with new people as you meet them. If you like them, you could be like, no. I don't want that person on my song.
Oh, sure. You know, there hasn't been anybody that I haven't liked, that I haven't tried to do something with their music that they send. You know, it might be a little bit hip hop or something like that, which is kind of fun to try to do that.
Oh, good for you.
And jazz, once I started getting into jazz, then I did like it. But I just had to calm myself down, because I was in a rock band, and so I was used to yelling, kind of singing, right? And so, you just weren't, because you're fighting over five instruments. But so I don't know what kind of style I really like to do. Probably just whatever comes out.
All right, anything.
I'd love to see a collab right there. I honestly, if there's a perfect match for your style of music, this gentleman right here at the Mix Club, go check out.
You want her to do something with Rhett? Rhett hasn't put out anything in years. No, I'm kidding. Love you, Rhett.
Yeah, he does his own productions too.
Oh, he's amazing. Yeah,
he
can mix. Well, the Mix Club, right? That's his name.
Yes. All right. The next song we have on deck is titled "Darlin, Darlin." Can you tell us a little bit about that? Unless Lori, you have questions, or
you want me to tell you about the song? Is that what you're saying? Darlin is about a woman that's been scorned, and she's saying to the guy, does she think that she can feel my shoes? And she's kind of a little bit pissed off about the situation, I guess. And so it's kind of a bluesy song, and I think it's only like 3 or 4 chords. It doesn't have very many chords to it, but it was an easy write for me in a way, I guess. And and so when I introduced it to Adam, he liked it, and then it got put on my second album.
And we're going to talk about your albums and
which people in Germany are playing that song.
Are they?
Yeah,
cool.
They're covering it, so that was kind of cool.
All right, we'll play it when we come back. Remind me, I want to talk about the 2 albums you have out in the band. We have pictures. I don't think anybody on the Pulse have ever asked for personal pictures except me. So I have some pictures of her band, and we'll talk about it.
Well, you got can I say balls?
The balls, yeah.
Yeah.
Balls.
It can mean many things. All right. Darlin, Darlin, let's have a listen. Wow, how great was that? Darlin,
You-
absolutely
Very good.
fantastic.
Thank you.
You talk about Paul.
I can't keep up to
Adam.
this chat.
I know.
It's lit
Going
up. man.
nuts.
It's
They're
fantastic.
going nuts. Who's Paul? Who's Adam? Who are these people? Were they in the
Well,
God's
Adam Miner is the guy that recorded it. He's playing it.
Okay.
Phil Beauchamp is on the harmonica. Tim Tanner's on the drums. I think Adam's playing the bass, and he's playing the lead guitar, because I can remember singing the lead to him. That's what I'll do too. If they haven't got it, I'll go boom, boom, or whatever it is. I'll try to imitate what I want. And so yeah, they sing the song came together pretty fast. Actually, it did.
Love it.
was
So,
happy with it.
so you've collaborated or you've done songs with people you know, but they weren't
In
your favorite
Sarnia,
band.
yes, in Sarnia, on both the albums, basically, except for when I went to London, and then Joe Ventura, he had other people come in to play
London, Canada, right?
other songs. Pardon me?
London, Canada, right?
Yes,
Ontario,
London, Canada. When my
That's
brother
how
lived in
London
England,
was.
that's actually where my family's from initially.
Nice.
My grandmother was from England, or was my grandfather.
Oh,
Both my grandmother was from Scotland. Both grandmothers from Scotland, and grandfathers were from England.
excellent.
Well,
Yeah.
that explains
Almost
the
as well.
13 siblings, right? So it's not just the Italian families.
Yeah, that must be a
Well,
thing.
my grandmother Rita only had 2, but my grandmother Lumley, she had 17, something
Oh,
like
wow.
that. But 13 lived.
I feel like that's how it was done back then, though. You didn't stop at 2. You just had as many kids as you could. pop
Well,
out.
yeah.
Well, you needed to help pay the mortgage.
Well, you had a farm, right? So
farm,
you
yeah.
had 200 acres, and you had a horse doing a
You
lot
needed
of that
farm
work.
hands. Yeah.
Tractors and combines and stuff. Like, I mean, the combines drive themselves nowadays.
Yeah,
So,
right.
Yeah.
I see Axe came. Hi, Axe. Axe's show tonight is actually Music Maker Monday, so he's going to have guests on playing live. 11
I was
Eastern
just
time.
going to do some shout outs with that and put out some links. So I'm going to do these shout outs because I do have Leela, Axe, and some folks that I want to make sure we get the shout outs for. Thank you, Lori. That was next on queue. Axe and Nacho have Music Maker Monday. It's the first Monday of every month. And you can go up and chat, play, and stay for the night. It's going to be fantastic. A lot of community members will be up performing and stuff like that. So really good stuff. And as we mentioned, Axe started the show tonight. Saturday, another Kurt mention, Saturday, February 8th at 7:20 p.m., which is 4:20 Pacific. Get it? 4:20.
Everybody's high in this community. Everybody.
I'm smart. That's what I told Lori last week. I think everybody's fucking high in this.
Fast times at Bridgewater High.
All right. You're not going to let me live that one down.
It's awesome.
All right. 7:20 p.m. Eastern time. And now they've titled it Kurt Fest.
Yay.
Yeah, it's going to be fantastic. And I'll keep shouting it out till we get there. We have a new introduction to music streaming, and that's our good friend who's going to be on the channel, Francis DiMarzio and Mark Wade, with the band they have together. And I don't know how I just forgot the name of the band.
Huh. Don't put me on the spot. Yeah.
Anyway, so they're going to be on the show next week. But Francis and Ian they had a show before my time on YouTube, and they've reignited the replay. It's titled The Replay, and they're streaming music from artists in the indie community. And it premiered last night. And unfortunately, that's about the time where Frankie is lights out.
I was there. It's great fun. Great fun.
Yeah. And we're going to post a padded pedal room because I don't think they have next week's show up yet. But please follow that link. It's great. show up in there, and I'm sure eventually they're going to play your music. And as I said, Francis and Mark will be on the show next week. And Fridays, they're adding something special to this. I'm going to create some shorts as I do my weekly shorts. I've been slacking for the last couple of weeks because of the Christmas holidays and other things that have come up. At midnight, we've got Lori's Mishmash. This
Coming
is
soon.
after Indy's show at 8 o'clock. We've got Lori's Mishmash at 12 o'clock. And then right after Lori, we go into Gary Hubbs with the House Wreckers and not the Home Wreckers. And then we go to Leela.
Yay,
Leela has started to go live right after Gary's. So it's a nice little entertainment for a Friday night. Yeah,
If
I'm
I
looking
can,
forward to
Frank,
that.
interrupt you for 1 second.
Yes, you may.
We personally think Friday nights are starting to be just so much fun because we're all actually helping each other. So it used to be Hippie, if he comes back. Hippie
will come back.
It used to be Hippie, right? And he would end around 9, depending on how long his show went. But then Pole Vault and Sunshine, they go on with the weekend warm up at 10, which leads into my show. And they actually shout me out and say, we're going to Laurie's. And then I shout Gary out and go to his show. And then he shouts Leela out now. And Leela has this midnight chill, which went really well last week.
And there's Leela there.
It's so
I'm
fun. I don't know what
way
it's about
behind in the
Friday
chat.
nights, but we have so much fun in the chat room. So you guys have to come out and hang. And if you're still up Eastern Standard Time when Leela goes on, I couldn't stop watching. But for me, it's 3:15 in the morning. But I still was hooked because it's fun. It's just chill music. She's like a DJ, a sexy DJ.
Sexy DJ.
But yeah, it's just great how we all share in that, right? Like we do on Monday.
Now, how am I going to catch
You and
up to
Hack
this
Smith.
on a Saturday morning? What have you guys done to me? It's like I go to Starbucks and I have to listen to.
You don't have to catch up on
yours.
your-
No, but I want to. And then I
know
got
you
Gary,
do. It's
and
impossible.
now I've got Leela's. It's like, what?
You have to watch some of the
anyways, yeah, it
replay.
sounds like a fun Friday night.
Yeah.
And one more shout out before we get back to music. We've got Brad Example next Saturday at 9 o'clock. I'm going to be on the show. Folk Punk is going to be on the show playing live.
Yeah.
Folk and Blueser is going to be on the show.
Folk and Blueser.
And for the longest time, you've all heard me say that 3 of my favorite guitar players, artists, the 3 that I first met because they play acoustic guitar and they're singer-songwriters. That's Brad Example, a great Canadian artist. Kathy, you check that out. You'll love it. And we've got Folk Punk, and then we got Folk and Blueser. I think Mr. Smith is on the card. I'm not exactly sure. And I think Leela's on the card. So it's going to be a fantastic show to end the year for Brad's show. So
Awesome.
I'm looking forward to that. So that's next week, Saturday. It'll come right after Thomas Christ comes on at 7. Let me get this math right. No, Thomas is on at 6. Lori, if you're there, please correct me. Thomas is on at
Leela.
6. Jade Star, Leela. Jade Star's on at 7. Pete John at 8. And Brad Example at 9. Do I got that right? Look how far behind I am. And there's
Leela, can you
Francis
tell us?
there.
Yeah,
So
Francis and Ian are in the room. Welcome, guys. Great
Yes.
replay show last night. We missed
that was just fantastic. I watched it on I watched the replay on replay.
Right. But Leela said she's going to catch up. I don't know if anybody caught last night that when I was leaving their room, I've been doing YouTube for a while and everybody calls me the collab queen. I do a ton, but Ian Luckett was my very, very first collab and it was recorded with my phone, both audio and video. And he helped me. I had no equipment. We did like a Breakfast Club song. Don't you forget about me. Love you, Ian. So yeah,
All
we
right,
go way back.
Francis, you gotta, and Mark, you gotta send me those 5 tracks. Let's start to get the show on the road. Great to see you all. So let's get back to music. We have track number 3. Did you get your questions answered? You said you wanted to after the last song.
Well, I wanted to show a picture of Legato, her band, real quick.
Right.
because
Let's
she
do
didn't
it.
really tell us the details. Now, let me see if I have them right. I know. Well, I'll just show them, and you can tell us. You played with your sister and your sister-in-law. What is this picture?
No, it's not. She's my sister-in-law. I don't have a sister. I just have
Okay.
four brothers. But that's the band there.
That's Legato.
Yeah, that's Legato.
And what year was this?
That was probably it's probably 20 years ago now. 24 years ago, maybe. Year 2000.
Yeah, that makes sense. The stonewashed jeans. I see it.
Yeah.
Sorry, I can't move when I show the picture like
They're all
that. I
coming
can't
back
move it.
now, don't you know?
Yeah, right.
Just keep those jeans.
You got to keep them. They all come back in style.
Yeah.
In the high waisted. Yeah, yeah. Okay, who is that? What is this a picture of? That's you.
That's me singing at Canada
There
Day.
you go. Thanks, Frank. Canada Day.
So that's my sister-in-law and Donna Wade is on the keyboards there, kind of.
Okay, excellent.
And you played for us on Canada Day here.
You had
Your
one of her
three
songs.
we played on a little show that we had
Oh,
this year.
oh,
Yeah, he just ran a whole show with all songs from Canadian artists, which was awesome on Canada Day.
and I'm gonna guess that's Canada Day too, or some other time. I don't even know when that is. I was surprised I found that.
Are you on the left
Yeah,
from where we're looking?
I'm like the flower girl.
Yes, but the tambourine. Okay,
Yeah.
awesome. All right, we have more, but I won't just flood you with pictures right away. So Frank, yeah, if you want to go to the third song, that'd be awesome. Get
Yeah,
some
let's do
tunes
it.
going
So
here.
This next song, the third song of the night, is titled "Wait." What do you got for us on that one, Kathy?
Wait is about just, I guess you're just wait a little bit longer. My mind, body, soul is getting much stronger. So it's kind of like a growing spiritual kind of thing that we all kind of do once in a while in our lives. So that song, it did get some radio play. And then a fellow producer, his name was Dr. Noyes, I believe. And he contacted me and wanted to do an album with me. But again, I said no.
Kathy.
Actually, I have his recording on SoundCloud because he audio taped it, right? So that's how we talk to each other.
Nice.
And I kind of sort of forgot about it, really. Said no, I'm busy, but maybe in some other time, and forgot about it. A lot of times, the producers, they may want to do something with you, but they also want money as well. So some will, maybe negotiate something with you and say that they want part of your songs or whatever. But at the point, I don't want to spend any more money, because every album, it's when I even went into Emacs 25 years ago, it was $75 an hour. And so it takes a lot of hours
Yeah, it's a
to
lot.
finish an album. And then you had to do the printout and you had to figure out what pictures you want to do and all that kind of stuff.
That's a lot of work.
It is a lot of work. And plus I used to have to drive back and forth to London, which is only an hour away. But I can remember I was so, I hardly left the town really. And so now I have to start driving to London on my own. And then there was no GPS or anything. And I can remember walking into the studio and I said to Joe and Rob, I made it. I did it all by myself.
Yes.
They're just looking at me like I got two heads. But once I got the route, I was fine. But it was time consuming. And but I loved it. Those guys just had it. First album's done on analog tape. And so the big board, and sometimes Joe would leave and he'd say, mix. And so then I would mix it and, he probably changed it and all that kind of stuff. But he was really willing to teach me how things were to be done. So
that's a lesson in itself for the money, which is good. Yeah.
It was fun.
Well, let's hear it. Let her
Yeah.
rip.
So I do want to mention Rebel.
No, Wade is not done at it's done in Sarnia.
Okay.
Okay. Rebel, you have a wrench. You're always welcome to post any link that you like, And yes, thank you for reminding me. We are dumping this show onto Vince Janella's. It's already set up as a dump. So after this, you don't have to leave anywhere. It'll go right on to Vince's stream, because he posted it up just the other day. So fantastic. And this next song is called Wait. And let's have a listen.
With hunger inside, in this secret cell that I cannot hide. You taught me well, you taught me everything, but most of all, you taught me to sing. The darkness grows deep in my soul, and there's anger here that you don't want to know. And you tried and you tried and you tried and you tried to please me, but I'm now heartache running wild, and I'm begging you to see. Wait, 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 just a little longer. My mind, body, and soul getting much stronger. Yeah, yeah, wait, 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 just a little longer. My mind, body, and soul getting much stronger. I'm like a firefly that can't hide at night, in this danger here, and the strong survive. You told me well to stand up for my rights, but most of all, you show me the light. With some things, no, no, they can't be so. But like those precious memories that we hold. And you tried and you tried and you tried and you tried to please me, but I'm now heartache running wild, and I'm begging you to see. Wait, 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 just a little longer. My mind, body, and soul getting much stronger. Yeah, yeah, wait, 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 just a little longer. My mind, body, and soul getting much stronger. And you told me well, you taught me everything, but most of all, baby, you taught me to sing. Wait, 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 just a little longer. My mind, body, and soul getting much stronger. Yeah, wait, 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 just a little longer. My mind, body, and soul getting much stronger. Yeah, my mind, body, and soul getting much stronger.
I don't know if you can hear me.
Absolutely.
Right, thank you.
Powerful,
Fantastic.
so powerful.
Thank you so much, Synthworks. Rock
Awesome,
on.
Sin. Thank you for the tip for Frankie.
Yeah. That is, I can't keep up to the chat. I'm so sorry. I'm trying to get all of them. As soon as I click one, it just jumps up to the top.
Well, I mean, the consensus is you have an awesome, powerful voice. And I like that. That's very pop country, I think that was. If I had
Yeah.
that could be on the radio.
It did get some radio play in,
There we go.
you know, out in Vancouver and Calgary. It got picked up.
Was that
But,
CG?
you know, I haven't really done too much of that kind of business too. People have approached me, and I think there's probably something that you can do. Send it to the radio stations, but don't ask me how that's done, really.
Yeah.
You usually have to write me, then I send it to them, you know. But I'm not the best at the business end of it, really.
Well, you know, this community is a wealth of information. So put it out there. Someone might know. I know the Lily Plays know how to get a song to the radio, and they're here. But yeah, anybody can, if you want to go that route again. Someday.
Yeah. Well, it's nice for other people to hear what you've done, right?
Yeah.
What you've worked on and stuff like that, and hope that they like it. And it's always a bonus, you know.
So you have 2 albums that you've done.
Yes.
They're
I've
called-
done
Where are
like,
they, by
you
the
know,
way?
other albums, but they're kind of like doing collabs. I've done albums with some of the collaborators that I, you know, that on the Fan to Listen page now on YouTube as well. So, and you know what?
There, sorry.
I know I think there's like 140 songs that I've written on YouTube,
Nice.
something like
Wow.
that. But, you know, I'm not really 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure it's around 140.
Yeah, you've got quite a catalog there.
140 original songs. Yeah. So I have written down that your first album was called Painted Dreams.
Yes.
And
And I
what
have a
was that?
song called Painted Dreams. And it's about, that song is about a person that is cheated on his girlfriend. Because, you know, we hear a lot of that, right?
Oh,
And
yeah.
so, and that's the beginning of this, there's a rumor going around here, and I'm hearing it plain and clear. So
Like
that song, a lot of people know how to sing that song, play that song
Okay.
for some reason.
It's like an
And
anthem for the
yeah,
scorned woman.
they like it.
Nice.
But yeah, myself, I haven't played it for years, really.
And but you don't have anything on Bandcamp, right? Not that that's the
No,
only
I'm
place.
not on Bandcamp. I might be from other people.
Yeah.
I don't know that.
You
I'm
are.
on Reverb Nation, and
Mm-hmm.
I've gotten some radio play from Reverb Nation people today. I haven't really looked there for a long time. I know I stayed at #1 or whatever for a long time, and I said to my friend, it must be stuck or something. It's, you know, because I don't do anything there. Really, I don't really listen to other people's songs or anything like that. And then it went to #2, and I don't know what it's at now because I never actually looked there. I hardly even send any music there. Sometimes I'll take the YouTube and I'll post it, but I'm not.
So it just took off on its own.
Promotion to songs.
Kathy, there's one of the channels that I was mentioning to you, Pete Johns,
Mhm.
that
Okay.
especially your latest release. If you could submit it to him, it's really simple. Fill out the form and just send it in.
Okay.
Pete Johns was the first community I came into in 2022, January 2nd. I know the exact date, and I know the episode number 83. I'll never forget it because this is how I met everybody in these communities.
Okay.
And it's fantastic. He's got a great following. I mean, he's professional. He's
So are
been
you meaning
around
the
YouTube.
last song I just posted? Jesus
Yeah.
never deceives.
Yeah,
You can send him
Yeah.
anything. It
and
doesn't
then
have to be
anything
that.
you want, but
Anything.
that'd be really cool.
That particular song was wrote when I was very young. So I don't know. It's not
You
like
can
I
send
went
out
to church or anything, but
Anything you like, please.
I do write kind of spiritual, kind of that kind of stuff. I don't really have a religion, but I am spiritual. I know that to me, it's always easy. God is love, and the bad or hate. So, and I guess I do believe that there was a man named Jesus that was walking around trying to teach people how to be nice.
Yeah.
You know, and do decent things. And I think people like there's like, I don't know, 613 commandments or 400 something like that. A lot. And people can't even follow 10. So
Yeah.
so I do end up writing like that, and I've always written like that. I don't know why, really, but you know, I guess just do.
Well, it speaks to everybody if you're not just picking one religion, you're just being spiritual, I think, even though you
Yeah, well, I think, you know, it can be complicated, right? So
yeah.
I don't know.
All right, I'm going to continue with some shutouts. Actually, I'm going to finish off the shutouts so we can get on to the next portion of the show, and that's the pianists and composers of our communities. There goes Lori. All right, we're going to start off with doing for others. There's so many people that do for others. As Pete John says, Sharon is Karen, and these mentions here do a lot of that. It's Dan Anderson, Independent Men United, Lori's Mishmash, Leni Perez, Read Between the Lines, our very own Rebel Rocker, Feisty Feather, DJ Big Red, Crimson Crux, Queen Survivor, and Mike and Don. And there's so many others, but these mentions, they're just consistently sharing other people's music channels and doing great things for the community. As I mentioned, Lori's Mishmash Friday Night Hang at 12 midnight, followed by the House Wreckers. And then
Soon to be rebranded the Parking Lot Warrior.
The Parking Lot Warrior. That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then we have followed by Leela, Rise of a Leela Verse. So, and then I want to mention the Nut House. He's got an amazing show. Please go check out the Nut House. We got Neil Hahn's Dynasty, another strong supporter of these communities. JM Unleashed, Marie Creepy, SE Wolverines, Rich New Designs, Don Torgrosa, Chris Lane, two of our favorite in our communities. Don't forget Camp Gmail every Saturday night, 10 p.m. Mr. Smith, Charlie Gabaldon, Valerie Bott, Axon Nacho, Beyond Tonight 11, Guitar Hack, the Falcrow, the Mix Club, who's been in the chat all night long, spelling things incorrectly. We have a bunch of karaoke streaming channels that do so much. And these channels, I don't think get enough love. And it's ironic that it's coming just before the pianist composer that also don't get enough love. Miss High, Pendar, they have a show called Pegs and Pen on Saturday nights. Jovel de Putzis, Punk Media Karaoke, Leah Ramos, Mr. B's Music Addiction, Deb's Wood Burning, CC Karaoke, Mama Rose Channel, Angela Tanzer, and Together We Are Family. And together we completed the shutouts for this show.
Yay!
Once again, after the show, you will all be dumped onto Vince Gianella's show. It's already started, so feel free to jump over if you wish. But we still have a few songs here to go. This next little segment that we have on the Community Pulse is dedicated to the pianists and composers of this community. And this part is where Lori really lights up and starts to act like she's 13.
I'm representing the chat room. I am over it.
Like, what's wrong with everybody?
The pianists don't get enough love.
They don't get enough love.
No, they don't.
Oh, shit. No,
Give the
I
penis
started
love.
this. This was the first actual segment of the Community Pulse. I've been following a lot of these amazing composers. And like I said, I don't think they get enough love. So I created a little promo reel, and let's hit play and let's have a little listen. And please, the music for today, I think, was Chris Durham doing the backing. And please go offer up some love and support. Yeah, that's fantastic. Let me unmute you both.
Lots of talent.
Lots of talent, lots of great talent. Yeah, thank you, Snooks, for putting up those links. I appreciate you, love you, and to all the mods, all your great work behind the scenes that you do, especially you, DJ Big Red. Yeah. The next song we have on tap is Dance with Your Ghosts. A big smile. What's going on with that?
Well, I guess, you know, when you come from a big family, you certainly are going to a lot of funerals. That's life, right? And that is a song about, you know, it was written, a friend of mine was passing away, and I wrote that song for him.
Very touching.
Very touching.
I think he was like 40, maybe 42, so pretty young.
Young age. All right, let's give it a spin. Dance with Your Ghosts.
Day goes by and I wonder why life treats me this way. Why we couldn't stay. You're forever in my heart. Doesn't matter what I do, 'cause everywhere I look, it reminds me of you. If I
Wow. Yeah, I get that vibe too.
I haven't heard that song for a while either.
80s ballad too, what Pete said.
Yeah.
So cool.
Yeah.
When did you write it?
Absolutely.
I think probably 1998 or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really good. And I love the personal pictures in there, and your friend, obviously, who it was dedicated to.
Well, the person at the end was my brother that passed away.
Oh, just had to read that line. Okay.
Yeah. So he was 21. He was killed on a motorcycle accident.
Oh,
So,
sorry.
Yeah.
Mm.
So I put him in there.
Oh.
But initially it was written for my other friend. So,
Oh, that's so sad. How tragic. But a great song. I wanted to show more pictures of you because it brought back those memories.
Definitely after, you've been on the planet for a while, you do end up dancing with a few ghosts.
Yeah.
And
it's
that's
inevitable.
all it's life, right? But he both those people died. My brother was 21 when he passed away, so it was too young, right?
Very
so,
young.
I don't know.
Never easy.
I forgot that I put him in there actually till the end. When he asked, Frank asked me to do this, I was taking a lot of cough medicine. And I think I wasn't really sure what to do, and I didn't know, I did with the collaborations I didn't know who to pick. I knew that I loved the stuff I do with Danny, and the list goes on. So I thought, well, I'm just going to make it easy and pick my own songs. Now, why I didn't do Lily Divine and Jordan, actually Jordan got some radio play in Sarnia here, but I don't know. I just was like, eeny, meeny, money, mo.
It's hard to come up with five, but everybody's going to go to your channel and check out some of your ones that we didn't hear tonight.
You did get a whole week of radio play on CKXS. Is that 99.1?
We have that here in the US. Easy listening.
Yeah, you know what? I'm not sure about that one. I've been lucky to get the radio play for the little bit of push that I've done on my own. Like I said, people, I've only heard myself, like when I was driving, I think I was driving to London actually, and I heard my song on the radio, and that's kind of weird, right?
Wow, yeah, how exciting.
Yeah. I should have wrote a lot of this stuff down because I kind of sort of forget it.
I read on that.
Oh,
it's cough medicine. You forget things.
Well, definitely when he was asking me, I was drinking that stuff like wine, right? I didn't stop coughing, and I started doing all these things, and oh man. Oh. And I did go to emergency, but I think everybody and their mother's sick or something. The room was packed, and I thought I better get out of here before I catch something else. So I was determined to do, to fix it on my own. And I think I'm almost ready to sing.
Well, good.
Yeah. Because that was, it's the longest I've been quiet.
Well, and you said you have a lot of songs that you haven't posted that you probably should. So I'm glad, that you just put out one yesterday, or was it 2 days ago now? But
yeah, I'll try to.
Yeah, or remix them, like you said.
I guess I'm going to have to do them every week. I initially started thinking I would just do one a month because that gives me time to listen to other people's songs. I really enjoy that as well.
Yeah.
And, you learn from everybody too. And anyways, but when you're doing collabs, so I probably got about 10 songs I have to post. So I'm going to have to step up to the plate and get at it.
Get at it. Because we'd love to hear more. And then Frank can shut them out every week. And for those of us that missed the post during the week, that's why the show's great. It's a recap of what came out and that might catch your eye. And go to somebody's channel. I want to show a couple more pictures before I forget. You can tell us what they are. And I'm sorry again. It goes, there you go. Thank you, Frank.
That is my sister-in-law, Anne. We are actually born the same day. We think a lot alike, and we just always have a hoot.
Love that.
She is a very, very awesome person. And blessed to have her in my life.
Nothing better than getting along with your in-laws. Yeah.
Yeah, I've been pretty lucky with all that kind of stuff, really. Even my sister-in-law, we're pretty close.
This is you, obviously, singing somewhere.
In my young days, look how young I was.
You still look like that.
No, but thanks.
Well, you still look great. And then this is Legato, am I right?
This is Legato, and we're playing at, I think we're at a park, like a camping park or something like that.
That's fun. All
yeah,
girls.
it was a fun night. My mom and everybody was there. A lot of people were there.
Oh, that's fun. And then I think I have two more.
I had to laugh at this one because I hadn't seen that for a while.
I
so I
love
looked
that.
like a badass.
You were
or
cracking
something
up.
right there, don't I?
Totally. You're a tough bitch there.
Don't mess with me.
Don't mess with me. Kick your ass. I think it's a great picture. It looks like a band picture should look.
Yeah.
And then this one. Do you remember what this was from? It's like a big festival. to me.
I'm singing. I'm getting ready. I think again to sing at Canada Day, maybe. I
Very
don't
nice.
know. Really, they want me to probably to see the sound, making sure the sound is okay.
Sound check. Sound check.
Yeah. Testing.
Yeah. Testes 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah.
So mature. You playing something, Frank?
Well,
No.
we we have. Oops. 2, 3.
Yes, you are. You're playing it like right now. I got you.
Oh, you did it? Did you hit?
I removed
clouds?
it. Yeah, we weren't
Did you
ready.
hit
Right.
clouds?
I just removed from the room. We'll have to rewind it a little bit.
Yeah.
So it's
okay,
that.
cool. Yeah, like I said, this is so far from professional. Yeah, just not bad
Also
though. Just
fun,
pretty
right?
much the second
That's why it's
glitch
fun.
over.
We're just chilling out together. Yeah,
Yes.
Okay.
just hanging.
Yeah, and once again, thank you for coming on, Kathy. And
Thanks.
yeah,
Patty.
it's been amazing. I could tell by the reaction in the chat that everybody enjoyed this. And this next song that you chose was Masquerades. Before we hit play, why don't you tell us a little bit about that?
Smoke and Mirrors and Masquerades. Yeah, so you know exactly what I'm singing is, you know, because a lot of things are like smoke and mirrors, and a lot of people are into really not maybe being themselves or whatever it is they have to put on a front, and they don't really need to. And yeah, so it's kind of sort of like that, you know, how people can be at
I love that.
times.
That's awesome.
Be yourself. That's what I say.
Yeah, always, you know, you can't be yourself. Who
Why
can
would you want
be?
someone to like you for a fake act?
Yeah.
So just be yourself. Yeah.
You'd be amazed. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right,
All right.
let's listen and let's hope I don't screw that up again.
Dust too close to the fire, too close to the edge. Something's cooking, cooking in my head. I tiptoed with desires, there's roses in my bed, but you chose her instead. Smoking mirrors in masquerades. Oh, it gets clear to me every minute, every second of the day. Oh, no rest for the wicked. I speak in tongue in cheek. I'm the black sheep of my family. There were diamonds on the ceiling when I'm in a twilight zone, and I'm standing here on my own, smoking mirrors in masquerades. Oh, it gets clear to me every minute, every second of the day. Oh, smoking mirrors in masquerades. gets clearer to me every minute, every second of the day, 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 day. No rest for the wicked. This began tongue in cheek. What you get is what you will see. Smoke and mirrors, oh, and masquerades. Oh, it gets clearer to me every minute, every second of the day, 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 day. Smoke and mirrors.
Wow.
Gorgeous. And you made your voice sound even different there. Like you said, you have the ability to sing all different styles.
I think that I do tend to sing a little bit differently when I play the guitar. That's a live performance, so I just let it rip. I don't really think about it too much.
I loved that.
Just let it out.
I love that.
Now, both studios tried to talk me into doing one song on my own, and I always shied away from it. I just don't know if it too
And you
much.
said no.
Yeah, and that, you know, I'm not even sure how I recorded that song. I actually forgot all about it. My laptop was starting to act kind of cranky, you know, and so I thought I had too much stuff on it. I better start deleting some stuff, or at least getting the stuff that I want to keep and put it on, you know, stick or whatever.
Drive or something.
And so I just stumbled on it. I forgot about it. And I thought, oh, you know, maybe I will. It doesn't sound as bad, or probably as I thought it did in the first time. So I ended up doing a quick video and posting it on YouTube. So I came out of the closet. Kind of
I love that one. I love that one. The song.
We're glad you did.
The songs. So, yeah. You don't have to worry about video when your songs are that great, but the video was great too, obviously. But
thanks.
Great. You said something at the intro. It's not about the final product, it's the journey, and that hits home with me because too, like, you want your songs to sound good, but it's fun creating. For me, I'm not an original writer like you, but I interpret that as have fun with the process, have fun with the people you meet and the people you play with. And
yeah, and I certainly have met a lot of great people. I can't
go, Chris.
that I've met anybody that I didn't like, really. But yeah.
Oh, of course.
I like going down to Nashville once in a while, and just getting up and singing.
Oh,
and, you know,
nice.
Nashville's pretty cool. They'll just let anybody up to sing, right? And you don't really know anybody, so except for the friends.
But I didn't think Canadians were allowed in the United States.
A couple drinks, you're fine. Pardon me?
I said I didn't think Canadians were allowed in the United States, or is that just DJ and Frank?
Well, I haven't been there for about since the COVID too. I used to go there, not a lot, maybe 4 times or something like that. It's pretty safe. You felt pretty, I don't know, everybody was really cool. The first time I went there, I had taken my first, I don't think I had my album done actually. I had some songs recorded though. And then I called up to see if I could promote them. And I talked to a guy, and he was doing some kind of contest where there was, and I think it was called Broken Spoon or something like that. And he wanted me to come and play, get up and sing. And I said, oh, no, I can't do that. So he says, well, how about you come and you can help me judge? And so I had my moo dress on, I had my Jesus slippers on, and I went, because, you know, I went on the plane. I don't know why my body kind of was bloated. I couldn't get my high heel, none of my shoes on. But I did have my little flip-flop Jesus slippers, I used to call them. And so I went there, and the guy says, you know, Kathy, why don't you just get up and sing? And my friend said, oh, come on, just go ahead and do it. You don't know anybody here, so it doesn't really matter. So I do. Yeah. And so I get up there, and they asked me what I wanted to sing. And I think I probably did Plastic Flying Crazy. And I can't remember the other one. But I was like, oh my God, all these people got up there. They had their leather and they might as well had a whip. They had these high heels. And here I come in with my, my little flower dress. And so, so then, and when I got off the stage, I think there was 32 contestants, and I got off the stage, and then I started meeting, people started coming up to me. And at the end of the thing, I didn't pass on my appearance.
Come on, I thought they would love you even more.
You did, you really actually came in second vocally, but you need to change your stage presence. You need to dress a little bit more sexier. You need to do this. You need to do that. One guy pipes up and says, I think she's just fine, just leave her alone. It was refreshing. She wasn't like the rest of them. And so anyways, so then we end up
totally
hanging out with those guys for a while. But
well, did you say I was forced up here? I didn't bring my clothes. Yeah.
Pardon me?
I think your Wi-Fi is going in and out. Sorry. So we're talking over each other. I said, you should have told them. I was forced to go on stage. It wasn't my fault.
I probably did. I said I wasn't ready for that. But, I did get kind of sometimes, say, why don't you dress a little bit more like a rocker or something? When I did do that, I would get off the stage, and I really didn't like some of the attention that I got. I was approached differently when I was dressed a little bit more like I'm going to church or something. I guess I don't know.
That's the hard thing.
Well, you had the slippers, so
the slippers.
You had to bring them back to Jesus.
I love those shoes. You can even find those shoes. You know what I'm talking about? They're just little sandals. They don't have a heel or anything. They're so comfortable. But I've never seen any of them around. They used to be big at one time. Yeah, they're like flip-flops, but they're leather.
Oh, are you talking about Birkenstocks?
No.
No, they're like really thin.
They're really thin.
Yeah.
They're awesome.
Shower shoes. I got it.
Yeah.
Hippie
That's all I wear. I mean,
hippie shoes.
Hippie shoes. Did you wear socks with them, though? Please tell me no.
No.
You can't get the toe through.
Well, they were comfortable. You could walk 100 miles in those shoes.
Yeah.
Yeah, some of them. Yep. Awesome. Does anybody else have questions? I think we've had a great conversation, and
I think
some of the questions I wanted to ask we've answered just talking. So I love it.
No, that's fantastic. This had a nice flow to it. I think this was wonderful. And I'd like to, I don't want to step on Vince's toes too much. Vince is, he likes to warm up anyways for the first 20 minutes or so.
Yeah. Let's go to Vince's after.
So after this show, after our exit song, we will be automatically dumped over to Vince Gianella's stream. And don't forget, Axe and Nacho is on tonight, and there'll be some performers there live at 11. And Kathy, one more time, thank you so much. I know, I think we first connected back in May or June, and then we had you on as featured Canada Day, and I'm glad we finally got to get you on as the featured artist. I can tell.
Thank you so much. I really enjoyed it. I didn't know what I was really going to expect, what I was going to do, or how like I said, I don't really do these kind of things so much.
And I'm going to say I sensed a little bit of that.
Are we breaking up?
And who do I have to help me most? Lori. I thought, all right, I just want to make sure,
you're both great.
I introduced you to Lori, and I thought, all right, I don't want her to back down. Lori, you're on a mission.
I didn't push you. I just, I love Frank. First of all, thank you. You do the show all the time, and it's so great to meet people that aren't in our everyday chats or our every week chats and get to know them. And Kathy, it's been such a pleasure when we even talked offline the other night, and I knew this was fun and chill
too, for sure.
Yeah. And, next time you come back as a host. This is how it works.
I think you might be pushing.
All right.
But you never know.
I'll slow it down. I'll slow down my roll. Well, thank you for coming on. I don't know if it's me, but my Wi-Fi is going in and out. You guys are a little choppy to me. So if I'm talking over you, I apologize.
It could be mine because I was having trouble, but I don't see myself freezing. So, but I did notice the odd time you'd freeze, but nothing major.
Cool. I won't talk. Chatters, you've been awesome. You guys are so supportive of Frank and the community in this show. Thank you to all the tips that we got and for all the support.
Yeah, thank you.
Kathy, and going over to her
Thank
channel.
you.
Been fun.
Please go over to her channel and
You move
Kathy, I
so
look
fast, I
forward
can
to-
barely read them sometimes. I'm thinking, okay.
What's that?
The captions, like when people are coming in saying stuff,
Yeah.
it moves pretty fast.
It does.
Oh my goodness! Like sometimes I tap it here and it jumps up to the top, and
Yeah.
after the top, and then I got everybody yelling at me saying you're way behind. I get so stressed.
Now, wait a minute. You don't have to put up every single comment here on the screen. That's too much pressure on yourself.
Yeah, but
just
you know
highlight
me,
one
I
here
feel
and
like
then-
I can't put up Smith if I don't put up Mike and Don. I can't put up
I
Mike and
know,
Don if I don't
I
put up John Wiggs. You know how it is.
Getting wiggy with it. Nah, 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 nah.
And let me make it clear: Canada will never be the 51st state
Yeah.
of United States.
Oh no.
Wiggy
No,
was saying that.
I think it was tried a couple hundred years ago, and they failed. It'll never happen. Sorry, we're just gonna have to remain neighbors
Wah, wah,
and
wah.
stay friends that way. No marriage, just friends.
What's wrong with
Love
that?
you all. Thank you very much for coming out tonight.
That's great. Thanks, Kath.
Thanks again, you guys. It was a pleasure.
Awesome
It
to
was
see you and have you
amazing.
on.
We're
And
gonna
thanks for
exit
helping me
with
promote my songs.
Yes, absolutely.
excellent. I can't wait till you send it to Pete Johns, and then we'll take it from there.
Okay, sounds good.
We're going to exit with Liza Day. She was kind enough to lend us this song for the show. It's titled Family, a message of unity and
Yay.
humanity. It's a great way to exit, and it's great for the show. Thank you all. I love you.
Love you, cuz.
Bye.
Good night, everyone.
Good night, everyone.
Thank you.
Woohoo.
Woohoo! Yippee-yi-yay.
We are, we are, we are, we are. 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 Sister, brother, father, mother, we are one and the same. We are friends, chosen hearts, shared a force of nature. We are family, family, forever like a diamond, special treasure. We shine. Family, family, family. Are we not part of one another? Our love is gold. Family. We are, we are, we are, we are. Family. We are, we are, we are, we are. Family. We are, we are, we are, we are. Family. We are, we are, we are, we are. Family. Your life could get in the way sometimes, but no matter whatever, ever hot the card, we'll weather it together.